All right, last two have been a little bit long and more involved. This one's going to be short and quick. Solving, it says exponential equations, but any equations with a calculator, it's always the same thing, and we've done this before. If we got an equation that we have no way to solve by hand, such as this one, we can always solve it by popping it into the calculator. So for y1, I'm going to put 2 to the x minus 5. And then for y2, 3x plus 1. And when you graph those, sorry, my window is still on the word problem settings. Get back to zoom 6. When you graph them, you may or may not be able to see where they cross depending on how big the numbers are. This one looks like they cross in two places. One's down here, one's up there. So second Calc 5. And what that does, let me go back to that. Second Calc brings us to this menu, and we want to find where two curves intersect. So we hit 5 or arrow down to select that. And it asks us which curve. First curve is that one there, so enter to select it. Second curve, it selects the other one automatically, so enter. And then guess we don't have to do that. And we get negative 1.9114, okay, for our first answer. And then for the second one, second Calc 5, enter, enter. But before you hit enter the third time, arrow over so that your cursor is closer to the second intersection point than it is to the first. That tells it where to start looking for that intersection point, and it'll find it at 4.2224. Okay, so those are our two solutions. Make sure you get both of them. Of course, my math lab would be mad at you if you don't. Take a look at this one. I think this is the one where we run into a bit of a snag. We have x times e to the 3x, close parentheses, oops, minus 1. And then for the other one, we just have 3. This one will only have one intersection point. And we find it the same way. Second Calc 5, enter, enter, enter. Nope, no snags this time. Get 0.6209. All right, like I said, very easy. Occasionally in my math lab, you'll run into, I think, maybe one of this form where it says there's no zero or no change of sign or something like that. The way to deal with that, I believe, is to rearrange that so that everything's on one side. So you get 2 to the x minus 5, subtract the 3x, and subtract the 1. You could simplify that if you wanted to, and put 0 on the other side, right? So take all of this stuff, move it to one side of the equal, set it equal to 0 on the other side, and then you'll see we have those same x-intercepts again, and you can find them exactly the same way. Second Calc 5, enter, 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 and it gives us the same result. Sometimes that'll help if the calculator is unable to find the solutions to this one. See ya.